Hello students. In today's lecture we are going to discuss some questions of miscellaneous exercise of chapter 1 of class 12 mathematics. So let us start with question number 1. In question number 1, f is a function defined from R to R and the function is 10x plus 7. Now we have to find one more function g defined from R to R such that GOF equals to FOG equals to IR. IR means identity function on real number. So we will start the solution. The solution is like this. We have function fx. This equals to 10x plus 7. For this we assume two more sets. Set x, which is subset of real number, and set y, which is also the subset of real number. Now our function, this fx, is defined from R to R. So we will assume that this fx, the same fx, is defined from, let f is defined from x to y, where this x is the subset of this real number, means domain, and this y is also the subset of real number. So we assume a small set of real numbers, that is x, and similarly a small set of another real number, that is y. So we define the function f defined from x to y. Now let x belongs to x and y belongs to y. These are the elements which belongs to the set x and y respectively. So we will write, consider y belongs to y, this one, for some x belongs to x, this one. Okay? What? Y belongs to the set y and x belongs to the set x. Now we have fx equal to 10x plus 7. Now since we have to find FOG and GOF, so in place of fx we will write what? Y. So y equal to 10x plus 7. Now with the help of this we will find the value of x. So we will write this as y minus 7 equal to 10x, or you can say x equals to y minus 7 by 10. And this is nothing but gy. This is gy. So we can say, so let us define what? A function g from y to x. F is a function from x to y. Now this is the function having y on the right hand side, means y is the dependent variable. So g is a function defined from y to x by gy equals to this one, y minus 7 by 10. So this is our g function. Now we have to verify whether GOF and FOG are equal to IR. For this we will find now GOF of x. It means g of fx. Now what is fx? Fx is 10x plus 7. So we can write g of 10x plus 7. We will put this value in gy function. So in place of y, we will put 10x plus 7. So we will get 10x plus 7 minus 7 by 10. 7 and 7 cancel out. We get 10x by 10, simply x. And FOGY. We can write this as f of gy. And what is gy? gy is y minus 7 by 10. 7 by 10. Now we will put this value in fx. What is fx? This is 10x plus 7. So we will write the value of x, 10, and x is y minus 7 by 10 plus 7. 10 and 10 cancel out. We will get y minus 7 plus 7. 7 and 7 also cancel out. We will get y. It means FOGY equals to y, and this GOFX equals to x. So we can say that this implies that GOFX or FOGY equals to what? I R, because both these are real numbers. X and y belongs to x and y are the subset of what? Real numbers. So in this way we have proved that GOF and FOG equals to IR, and the function g is y minus 7 by 10. Now we are going to discuss question number 4. In this question, show that the function f defined from real number to another real number. X belongs to real number, but the condition is that x is greater than minus 1 and less than 1. Defined by fx equal to x upon 1 plus modulus of x, where x belongs to real number is 1, 1 and onto. So we have to prove that this function is 1, 1 and onto. So we have to prove the function is injective and surjective. So let us start. First of all, we will write this function in this way. Fx equals to, the function is x upon 1 plus modulus of x. So we can write this function as x upon 1 plus positive x when or if x is greater than or equal to 0. This we have written with the help of the property of modulus function. How modulus function is defined. So here this is modulus function. So this is positive when x is greater than or equal to 0. And x upon 1 minus x if x is less than 0. So we have two functions. This we will use when x is greater than or equal to 0. This we will use if x is less than 0. So we will consider both the cases one by one. So this is case first. When x is greater than or equal to 0. The first case. So we will consider the function x upon 1 plus x. The function is x upon 1 plus x. This is the function that we are using in first case. So first of all we will discuss injectivity. It means 1, 1. So for that, let x1, x2 belongs to a real number, where x1, x2 greater than or equal to 0. Because we are considering the case when x is greater than or equal to 0. So x1 and x2 both are positive. Now for 1, 1, we will start with f of x1 equal to f of x2. Now what is the function? This is the function. So we will write x1 upon 1 plus x1. This is x2 upon 1 plus x2. By further simplification, using cross multiplication method, we will write x1 1 plus x2. This is x2 1 plus x1. and after further simplification we will get x1 plus x1 x2. This is x2 plus x2 x1. x2 x1 and x1 x2 cancel out. We will get x1 equal to x2. When x1 equal to x2, it means the function f is 1 1, or you can say injective. Therefore, you can write f is injective or 1 1 function. The first part is proved. Now we will discuss surjectivity, that is whether the function is onto or not. So next is surjectivity. For the same function we are discussing surjectivity. So the function is fx equals to x upon 1 plus x. Now this is fx, this is x and this is fx. It means fx is greater than minus 1 and less than 1. So here we are considering this as positive. So this fx, it must be less than 1 and greater than equal to 0. It means it must be positive. So let y belongs to this. So fx means y. Be a real number. Okay. Then what we will write? Fx equal to y, and this is nothing. This fx is what? X upon 1 plus x. By cross multiplication we will get y multiplied by 1 plus x, and this is x, and further simplification we get y, and this is xy equals to x, and then further simplification we will get y equals to x minus xy, and with the help of this we will get y equals to x 1 minus y, and finally we get x equals to y upon 1 minus y. So this is the value of x, for which we can say fx equal to y. It means we can say that thus for each y belongs to, there exists x. There exists x equals to y upon 1 minus y, such that fx equal to y. This implies that f is onto, or you can say surjective function. So first case is over. In the same way, we will discuss the injectivity and surjectivity for the case second. So the case second is this one. When x is less than 0, then the function is x upon 1 minus x. So we will write when x is less than 0, then fx is what? X upon 1 minus x. For this, we will prove the injectivity. By taking two elements x1, x2 belongs to R, x1, x2 belongs to R, x1, x2 both less than 0 because we are considering this case. So we will start with fx1 equal to fx2. So we can say this x1 upon 1 minus x1 and x2 upon 1 minus x2 in the same way as we have done in case 1. We will get x1 equal to x2. So we can say that therefore f is injective, or you can say 1-1 function. Now check the surjectivity. This one. For surjectivity, again, in first case, the function is this x upon 1 plus x. For second case, the function will be x upon 1 minus x. In first case, the function is defined from 0 to 1, equal to 0 and less than 1. Now, our function fx is defined from minus 1 to 1. Now, this part is over. Now, the rest is what? From minus 1 to 0. So, this one will define when this fx is greater than minus 1 and less than 0. So, we will write for this surjectivity when x is less than 0, then we have fx. The function is x upon 1 minus x, and this is defined from minus 1 to 0. The fx is greater than minus 1 but less than 0. So in the same way as we have written in case 1, let y belongs to what? Here the interval is 0 to 1. Here the interval is minus 1 to 0. Be a real number, then fx equals to y equals to x upon 1 minus x. And we will apply the same method as we have done in case first. And we will write this y equals to x upon 1 minus x. After further simplifications, we will get x equals to y upon 1 plus y. In first case, we have x equal to y upon 1 minus y. In second case, we will get x upon y upon 1 plus y. Now the same thing is here. In first case, y is an element belongs to this. For this, there exists x such that fx equal to y. It means every element y has a pre-image in x, means domain. So f is onto. The same is here. This is the pre-image of y. So we can say that every element in the range, or you can say codomain, has a pre-image in domain. So it is also onto. So we will write thus for each y belongs to. Now y belongs to what? Minus 1 to 1. There exists x. What? Y upon 1 plus y such that fx equals to y. Therefore, f is onto function. In this way, we have proved that in both the cases, the function is 1, 1 and onto. So we can say that the given function is 1, 1 and onto.